15 unforgettable events that took place on November 13th. Number 7 will surprise you. In 1783, George Washington steps down as Commander-in-Chief, reinforcing civilian control of the military in the newly formed United States. In 1907, French engineer Paul Cornu achieved the first manned helicopter flight near Lisieux, France. His twin-rotor craft hovered 30 centimeters off the ground for 20 seconds, marking a key step in helicopter aviation. In 1927, the Holland Tunnel opened, connecting New York City to Jersey City. As the first underwater tunnel for cars, it stretched 1.6 miles under the Hudson River. In 1927, inventor Philo T. Farnsworth received a patent for the first fully electronic television system. Without Farnsworth's breakthrough, we might not have the TVs, smartphones, and screens we rely on today. In 1940, Walt Disney's groundbreaking animated film Fantasia premiered in New York City. Fantasia combined classical music with innovative animation techniques, creating a visual symphony that was way ahead of its time. In 1951, the first direct dial coast-to-coast telephone call was made, allowing callers to dial long-distance numbers without operator assistance. This was a huge leap in communication technology. In 1956, the U.S. Supreme Court declared Alabama's bus segregation laws unconstitutional in the case of Browder v. Gale. This ruling was a huge win for the civil rights movement. In 1971, NASA's Mariner 9 became the first spacecraft to orbit another planet when it successfully entered Mars's orbit. This was a monumental achievement in space exploration. Mariner 9 mapped about 85% of the Martian surface. In 1982, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial was dedicated in Washington, D.C., designed by Maya Lin. The V-shaped wall lists over 58,000 Americans lost in the Vietnam War and now stands as a symbol of sacrifice and healing. In 1985, the Nevado del Ruiz volcano erupted, triggering massive mudflows known as lahars that buried the town of Armero. This catastrophic event claimed the lives of over 23,000 people. In 1994, Sweden voted to join the EU, with 52.3% in favor and over 83% turnout. This marked a major shift in Sweden's international and economic policies. In 1997, The Lion King musical roared onto Broadway stages for the first time, with its stunning costumes and unforgettable music by Elton John and Tim Rice. In 2002, Pokémon Ruby and Sapphire were released for the Game Boy Advance in Japan. Introducing a new generation of Pokémon, these games brought us to the Hoenn region with fresh adventures. In 2012, a total solar eclipse crossed northern Queensland, Australia, drawing thousands of tourists and offering stunning visuals and scientific insights into the sun's corona. In 2015, a series of tragic events unfolded in Paris, with coordinated attacks at multiple locations across the city. The attacks led to a global outpouring of solidarity and had profound impacts on counterterrorism efforts. Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to see more.